Hello, everyone. Breaking headline parody story report entertainment show. A 10-year-old girl has been found locked in a box outside her family's home in Arizona, and she was locked in the box, and four members of her family have been charged in their in her murder. One is John Allen and his wife Samantha Allen. They're both 23 years of age. And then two other relatives of the family, Cynthia Stokeman, 44 years old, and Judith Steele is 62 years old. They both had admitted on prior occasions they had locked her in that box when she misbehaved to punish her.
They force her to do exercise for over an hour outside in the Arizona heat. They then get her to climb into a plastic box. And this plastic box, let me tell you that Ame Deal, the little girl, is 4'2", right? 4'2". She was forced in a plastic box no more than 3 feet long, 14 inches wide, and 1 foot deep. They then padlock the freaking thing and I'll go to bed. And then they wake up in the morning and she's dead because she fucking suffocated. And the excuse of the aunt, the uncle, the grandmother, and the legal guardian is they put her in the box 5 times prior in that month and she didn't die. So, and also when they found her, her clothes were freaking dirty. She was filthy and her clothes were soiled. So this is the kind of treatment that she get. So anyways, out of all this bad stuff that happened, this poor little girl is dead now. Now the entire family, which they fucking deserve everything that they fucking get. As you can tell, I'm getting a little more mad because if you don't know, I have a son.
How could you lock an innocent little girl inside a plastic box prior, just like this one?
Amy was being punished for stealing popsicles. John Allen is accused of leading the abuse that night.
This child was forced to do back bends with her feet on the floor and her palms of her hands on the floor for several hours prior to dragging the chest inside the house herself, standing by looking at the chest, and then forced into the chest, leaving marks on her knees where the lid was slammed shut.
And guess what? This is not the case that many people talk about it. His wife was also arrested. Ame Deal was 10 years old, died. But these are the people talked about what the couple had done to this poor little girl, Ame Deal. And this is how the people reacted of Ame Deal's deaths. This is how. They talked about how they played how Ame Deal was playing hide and seek, a story this case was up to unravel.
I believe that John Allen deserves to burn in hell. I mean, what he did was wrong. You don't do stuff like that to kids.
And what happened many years ago? Guess what? John Allen was sentenced to death along with his wife.
I want to say that I'm sorry. What happened was an accident.
But it wasn't enough to change the judge's mind, and it was too little, too late. And we also know that Ame Deal would have been 11 years old in July 24th. But this is how the case has a horror story that many people talked about Ame Deal. This is a poor little girl that died on July 24th, 2011. At that home right there, the police knows about Ame Deal was playing hide and seek, this story that the family was uncovering. But guess what? That wasn't enough. They covered up with a lie. And guess what? Guess who's also in prison? David Deal, Judith Deal, Cynthia, and Ame Deal Stoltzman will join John Allen and Samantha Allen two family members will be sentenced to death by lethal ejection.
Did not.
What my brother did and what his wife did was completely inexcusable.
John Deal's sister was visibly shaken after learning his fate. She didn't want to show her face, but spoke to us in defense of Ame.
And I believe that as adults, we need to stand up for the children in our lives that we may or may not be in the situation that Ame is in.
This was one of the most unnecessary deaths of a child I have ever seen.
And we also know that Ame Deal will be missed and a good girl that will always be remembered. And after Ame Deal's death, we also talked about many people that how this child was really, really important to a whole lot of people in the Arizona state.
Listen to, isn't it? Well, Amy's tragic death may have been prevented if a neighbor or a relative or anybody who was suspicious had called police or CPS. According to an organization called Childhood, 64 Arizona children died in 2009 as a result of child abuse. That averages out to more than one a week.
Let's end this streak before this continues over and over again, and we might not be able to have more children. Most of the adults will be sentenced to die by God, but we need to end this child abuse forever.
It's really, really important as a community that we are aware of the people that are around us, and we look for those signs, and we stand up for the children who don't have a voice.
Signs of physical injury can be a clue to abuse, and you can call your local police or CPS to report any possible abuse. And Arizona law protects people who call as long as you're acting in the best interest of the child.
And many people talked about it, and the house was shut down. After that house was shut down, this case had to be very hard to unravel of this case.
He is the 120th inmate on death row in Arizona, and he can still appeal that. We tried to talk to his attorney today, but he did not want to comment. Live in Phoenix tonight, Lexi Suter, ABC 15, Arizona.